It is week number 2 of Dana White's Contender series. And guys, I'm so glad that you're tuning back in for week number 2. It was good to see week number 1. Here we are. We've got quite a few weeks left. This is a undefeated matchup. 2 fighters undefeated in the featherweight division. Tommy Cuozzi takes on Ramiro Jimenez. Jimenez, he is 10-0, 5-0 in the last 5, 8-0, and 5-0 in the last 5 for Cuozzi. Great fight, great matchup. Something I've noticed about the Cuozzi fans, in fact, a lot of them are probably already watching, is that they're very dedicated. You see them in the comments of all these regional videos, even ones that are just like on some dude's cell phone in the crowd, and his fans are there. They're turning up. So Cuozzi is a very dedicated fan base. For Jimenez, he's fought probably the better level of competition at this point, just because he's made his way up the ranks and kind of fought in different promotions. So that's something to look at as well. But let's break down the nuts and bolts. For Jimenez, he's a solid striker with good forward pressure. He's got good combinations, and he'll put his punches and kicks together extremely well. Overall, dynamic attack. He mixes pretty much everything. The knees, the punches, the kicks, the elbows, and he'll get a little bit creative with some of his strikes. Good power, and he also works the body very well. So a lot to like about Jimenez. Dude's a good grappler as well, but it's not usually his go-to in his game plan. His game plan is typically to strike, but he'll take the grappling if it's there. Now, decent double leg, nothing to write home about, but his ground and pound is very good. He uses a Kimura very well. He's really hard to hold down because if he's on the bottom, a lot of times he'll get that Kimura grip and either go for the submission or most likely, because it's MMA and you should be able to figure out how to defend a Kimura after you get to a level of being a professional, typically it results in the sweep, because one of the things you can do to get out of the Kimura is just go with the momentum, and oftentimes you can create a scramble, things like that. So what Jimenez does is use that Kimura really well for that, and he'll even do that up against the cage. We'll see him fighting against the cage, getting stuck against the cage, get that Kimura grip and use that to free himself from opponents trying to hold him down, and he wants to get back to that striking range typically. Now, for Cuozzi, I mentioned the level of competition is lower here. It's not his fault. That's just a thing, right? Regional MMA, it's really tough to get good opponents. It's not necessarily Cuozzi's fault. Could be, but most likely it's not. Most likely it's hard to find good opponents, right? Especially when you have a pretty good undefeated record. Nobody wants to go in there and just get beat up. So that's the key. He starts very fast. Cuozzi comes out like he's shot out of a cannon. That's something you like to see from these prospects. And he runs through most of these guys, so that's also a good sign. He's a good striker with good forward pressure, good volume, good combinations, and also he has a very dynamic attack, much like Jimenez. Both of these guys are able to mix their whole game plans together, use the diverse stuff, the spinning stuff, the flying stuff, whatever they got to do. Yeah, both of them can do that. Cuozzi is athletic. He mixes all that stuff in. Great. That's what you like to see. Both these guys are solid there. He's a good grappler, and I would say his grappling might be more likely to be part of his game plan than Jimenez. He's more likely to mix his arts based on his opponent, whereas Jimenez's first instinct is to strike. Cuozzi kind of takes the path that makes the most sense for that fight. Good grappling, good scrambles. He's got really good back take. That's probably one of the things that you really like to see from him. If he gets to the back, he's going to be able to do what he needs to do there very well. He'll attack submissions, whether that be the rear naked chokes or what have you, but he'll attack whatever's there. Good ground and pound as well. There's a lot to like about both of these fighters, but for me, oh man, this is going to be rough because I think Cuozzi's got a lot of fans in the comments, but I got to take Jimenez. Jimenez is the pick, and the reason why I think the level of competition is going to serve him well, I think he's going to be just a little better on the feet, and I do think he's going to be able to get this one done by putting that striking game plan together and doing what he needs to in the grappling. So give me Jimenez to get this win, but hey, if you got a differing opinion, drop it in the comments. That's okay with me. If you've enjoyed this video, on the way out, hit that like button, and maybe you should check out the rest of the videos on this playlist. It should be popping up on screen if it has not already. Got all 5 of the Dana White's Contender Series week number 2 matchups there, and I will see you in one of those videos.